we could hold country together as diverse as India, where people on East look like Chinese, people on West look like Arab, people on North look like, maybe white, and people in South look like Africa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in a decade, the opposition has a sizable presence in the Lok Sabha. The confidence of limiting Prime Minister Modi to 240 comes with the swag of hua to hua. Why do I say this? Let me explain. On the day when Congress mustered enough numbers to get the post of leader of opposition, they appointed their own scion, Rahul Gandhi, to raise the opposition's voice against Prime Minister Modi's Sarkar. Well done. The reluctant politician is in the spotlight and completely deserves to get it after the resurrection of the Congress in recent elections. But on the very day that Rahul Gandhi is appointed as the leader of opposition, his mentor, Sam Pitroda, was also defiantly reinstated to his post of the Chief of Indian Overseas Congress. This, as we just reminded you, was after Uncle Sam outraged Indians across the nation by saying that they are either African if they come from the south, Chinese if they come from the northeast, Arab if they come from the west, or white if they are North Indians. After the fury that broke out on the 8th of May when this statement came in front of the people of India, Pitroda was forced to step down from his position. But just 48 days later, and 3 weeks after the election results, Rahul Gandhi's first decision brings back his mentor. Did Bharat vote for the India alliance so that India can be berated and derided? Not just this, the holy Sengol, which signifies the decree to rule justly and fairly in the Tamil culture, today has been rejected by Akhilesh's MP. In fact, he has written a letter to the Speaker, R.K. Chaudhary, Samajwadi Party MP, seeking its removal from the Parliament, making matters worse. Akhilesh Yadav, in his zeal to attack Prime Minister Modi, also actively backed his MP, just like Rahul Gandhi backed Sam Pitroda. But why are such Bharat baiters being backed and feted by the India bloc? We put such straight questions to the Congress on why Sam Pitroda was reinstated after a series of controversies like Hua to Hua for the 1984 Sikhs pogrom. He mocked Hindu Astha by saying, a mandir cannot solve our problems, I'm tired, what bothers me is this Jai Shri Ram, etc. He even said Pulwama-like attacks happen all the time. What's the big deal? Yet, Congress ka haath Sam Pitroda ke saath. Listen in to their excuses.
We don't appoint the office bearers at the behest of the BJP. The Congress has got its own plan, strategy. He has done very well, in organizing the NRIs abroad. Of course, that statement which was given, he should not have given, for which he has been punished already.
हाँ, विदेश का वो देखभाल करेंगे. ये निर्णय कांग्रेस पार्टी ने लिया है और जो उनकी तजुर्बा है उसका हम फायदा लें.
उन्होंने भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष को आश्वस्त किया है कि अब ऐसे बयानात वो नहीं देंगे. तो उनकी योग्यता को देखते हुए फिर से उन्हें बना दिया गया है. ये हर राजनीतिक दल में होता रहा है, होगा.
सैम पित्रोदा जी वरिष्ठ नेता हैं पार्टी के, पूरे इंडियन ओवरसीज के चेयरमैन हैं. पूरे विश्व के अंदर जहाँ जहाँ हमारे लोग हैं उन लोगों से संपर्क में रहते हैं. हमारे वरिष्ठ नेता है. हमारी पार्टी का मामला है या पार्टी तय कर रही है, तो इसमें दूसरों को क्या.
While Rahul Gandhi brought back Uncle Sam, who insulted Indians, Akhilesh's Member of Parliament has rejected India's legacy. Samajwadi Party MP R.K. Chaudhary has called the holy Sengol a Raj Danda. a symbol of oppression by a monarch. Even after he swore by the Indian Constitution, he walked up to the Speaker with a letter demanding that the Sengol be removed from the Parliament and replaced by the Constitution of India. Ironically, this was when President Murmu today was escorted with a guard of honor to the Parliament in a procession led by an officer, reverentially carrying the Sengol. Now watch how this Sengol, a symbol of Tamil pride, has been berated by the Samajwadi Party MP, and Samajwadi Party heaped insult on Prime Minister Modi in the garb of the Sengol.
सेंगोल तमिल भाषा का शब्द है, उसका हिंदी माने है राजदंड। राजदंड का और हिंदी माने है राजा की छड़ी। राजा की छड़ी का और माने है राजा डंडा। कभी राजा जब अपने दरबार में बैठता था तो फैसला करता था, एक डंडा पीटता था, छड़ी पीटता था। तो अब देश संविधान चलेगा, न कि राजा का डंडा चलेगा। तो इसलिए हमारी मांग है कि अगर लोकतंत्र बचाना है तो संसद भवन से सेंगोल को हटाना है।
पहली बार लगा था तो प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बाकायदा प्रणाम किया था। इस बार शपथ लेते समय शायद वो भूल गए।
We are very clear that the Sengol is an identity of the king and the king politics is over.
सिंगोल को लगाना ही चाहिए तो उसको म्यूजियम में रखना चाहिए जहाँ की देश के सभी लोग जाएं और वहाँ पे उसका दर्शन भी करें जो लोग देखना चाहते हैं।
But why do leaders of the opposition feel they can get away by insulting India? Let's remind you on the Newshour fact check where this confidence comes from. Udaynidhi Stalin gave a call to eradicate Sanatan, and India Alliance parties backed him. When DMK MP Senthil Kumar said BJP is only winning in a Gaumutra states where there was absolutely no reprimand, no objection that came in from other parties in the India Alliance, even those who hold sway in the north of India. When TKS Ilangovan said that Hindi is only for Shudras, there was absolutely no action or condemnation against the comment. When former Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi said, I won't let bhaiyas of UP and Bihar enter Punjab, he got away with this divisive bid even as the others did. In fact, Rahul Gandhi had said that India is not only a nation, it's a union of states in their bid to target Prime Minister Modi. Is this how the Congress party will save the Indian Samvidhan? And the legitimate question that we are asking tonight, Bharat is berated. Hua to hua? Even if you call your alliance the India Alliance? That's the question and that's the debate coming up on The Answer.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Shehzad Poonawalla, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, political commentator and scientist, Suhel Seth, columnist, marketing guru. Also joining me this evening, Vivek Srivastava, political analyst, supports the left parties, Ashutosh, senior journalist. But my first question goes to Sanjay Jha, author and Congress leader. And Sanjay Jha, what should I call you? You live in Mumbai, that's the west of India, तो आपको Arab बुलाऊं? Or should I call you, because you're from Bihar, north of India, towards the northeast of India, should I call you Chinese? Should I call you a Gora? What should I call you? Because now Sam Pitroda, or rather Satyanarayan Gangaram Pitroda is back. Bhul hui so hui. Hua to hua, we are back to square one, 48 days after suspension, 23 days after election results. We are all a happy big family, Chinese, Goras, Africans or otherwise. Sanjay Jha, brazenness?
Navika, firstly, good evening to you and to all my fellow panelists. Now, I'll keep my answer brief, but I want to start with a disclosure. I mean, Sam is a very dear friend. We have known each other for a very long time, and I need to say this upfront because, yes, I mean, having known him for a long time, I can say this without any degree of compunction that Sam Pitroda is not a racist. Let me repeat that. Sam Pitroda is not a racist. And I'll tell you where he actually came from, because I did chat with him after that entire imbroglio really happened. I mean, I would say, to use a quote, the path to hell is often paved with good intentions. I think what he wanted to convey probably was not used, I think, in the right use of terms. The kind of language that he used to create the analogy was inappropriate. That I will totally agree. And I think somewhere down the line, these explanations cannot be simplistic, or they cannot be reductionist, where you use an African or a Chinese example to kind of say that people look different in different parts of the country. That was totally wrong. That was reprehensible. And I have told him so. For me also, Navika, let me tell you, it's very awkward, because I see him as not just somebody who's senior to me, but I have huge respect for what he's done as a technocrat, as somebody who revolutionized telecom in this country. So we got to know that he came from the right place. I think what he said and the way he articulated that was definitely, I think, not perfect at all. And I think in saying that, I want to put one point for everyone here to debate on. And I expect at least 3 of the panelists to be very hostile to Sam and the Congress. But let me say this up front. Sam Pitroda is not a racist. He's not parochial. He's not petty. He's not a man who's going to be making hate speeches like the Prime Minister did. I think, to my mind, the hate speech of Mr. Modi in 2024 elections ought to be the most seminal, fundamental point of our conversations for decades to come.
How sweet of you. Very cute. Very cute, Sanjay Jha.
Did you
because
did you say I'm hostile?
Yeah, I think so.
Sanjay, you said 3 panelists are hostile. Did you include me?
I kind of leave some things to people's own imagination and conscience. I'm not obliged to make any kind of definitive answer.
You said 3 people are hostile on this panel. Who were you referring to? If you have the courage to say that people are hostile, tell people who are the 3 people who are hostile.
Suhel, you and I know each other. I respect you, but I'm not going to be allowing myself to any inquisition on the subject.
Okay.
Why?
So
you just make loose statements like Sam does?
Well, I'm perhaps a little more seasoned, having come on so many shows over the last decade.
So Sanjay Jha, while your defense of Sam Pitroda was extremely heartwarming, heart-touching, cute, sweet, I can call it many adjectives. May I ask you, you also had your heart in the right place when you wrote that article. Yet your party suspended you. And after that, you have been coming and batting for them so assiduously every day, every other day, every week after week. तुम्हारे पे तो दया नहीं आई उनको. मैं 1990 पे से कवर कर रही हूँ कांग्रेस पार्टी. मेरे पे तो दया नहीं आई उनको. सैम अंकल पे, सत्यनारायण, गंगाराम, पित्रोदा पे बड़ी दया आ गई.
Navika, they've taken Sanjay Jha back.
Navika,
he hasn't got the official letter, and I didn't get a press release like we all got for Sam Pitroda's reinstatement. So I'm still wondering what is Sanjay Jha's situation.
Navika, let me on your program put the record straight. I am an ideologically committed soldier, or whatever term you want to use, of the Congress party. And that ideology is not the monopoly of a party or an organization. Everyone who is Gandhian or Nehruvian in their construct for India is at heart a Congressy. And I've said it on my Twitter profile. I'm a Congressy by DNA. I will never leave the Congress party, notwithstanding whatever, certain misunderstandings may have happened.
Touche. I'm really impressed.
Since Sanjay Jha started the program on ambiguity, let me extend the ambiguity and again ask him a question to which he may have the answer. It's a very simple question, my friend. I also respect you. Are you a member of the Congress party? That's part A of my seminal question. B, are you their official spokesperson? ये दोनों चीज तो आप बोल ही सकते हो because they are within your.
I'll answer. No. So Suhel, it's a valid question. Let me answer. By the way, I have been a national spokesperson for over a decade. Then I lost that role somewhere around 2020. Do I remain a member of the party? Absolutely. But there's a technicality there that your membership can be suspended pending whatever investigation.
So is your membership suspended?
All right, but this is not about Sanjay Jha. Let me come back to the moot question that Rahul Gandhi promised khatakhat paisa into women's accounts. That didn't happen. What happened, khatakhat Shehzad Poonawalla, is the return of Sam Pitroda. Do you see this as a repeat offender? Misunderstood, as Sanjay Jha says, but the fact is, hua to hua, Ram Mandir bothers me, Balakot kind of incidents happen every other day, we don't have the facts, and then of course, Indians are Chinese, Arabs, Africans and Goras. Do you think this is just the Congress party demonstrating that हाथी के दांत elections में दिखाने के कुछ और, election के बाद कुछ और?
First of all, let me disabuse Sanjay that even I am not one of the hostile panelists, if at all. I only view him as one of those, there are two kinds of people who deserve my sympathy. One, the burqa-clad women who are trying to claim their 1 lakh rupees from Congress offices, and the second is Sanjay Jha. So both of them have my sympathy, and I extend my sympathies to you. Sanjay, you are without a burqa, but you deserve my sympathy too. Now, having said that, Sanjay said that Sam's heart is in the right place. Perhaps you're right. So Sanjay Jha, today it's not an appointment letter, it's an endorsement letter. And the person with the heart in the right place basically says that 3,500 Sikhs losing their lives due to the Congress party carrying out a genocide on them is hua to hua. A Pulwama and a 26/11, where you and I both lost friends and family, took place at the behest of Pakistan, and the person with the right place in his heart in the right place says that 8-10 people doesn't mean we say Pakistan is responsible for this, and then questions the Indian Armed Forces which carried out Balakot after Pulwama. The same Congress party which never sacked him now says that Ram and Ram Mandir and Ram Navami is against the idea of India. Is that something that you endorse and think that people in the right hearts in the right places says? And he also said that middle class should pay higher taxes, inheritance tax should be applied, and he then also said that the Samvidhan, of which a copy your leader roams around with, has the contributions of Mr. Nehru, not of Mr. Ambedkar. Do you think that this is also somebody who has his heart in the right place? And finally, he has today said that South Indians are like Africans, Northeasterners are like Chinese, people from West are like Arabs. Then last evening, when his appointment was confirmed again, he says, I stepped down willingly, I was not sacked. These remarks were not racist. If there's the people who thought it was racist are actually the ones who are racist. Those people who took objection to that comment, that means people from South India, people from Northeast, people from West, people from North, they are the ones racist. If this is a person with his heart in the right place, this shows that Rahul Gandhi, the statements made by Sam Pitroda were never actually Sam Pitroda's statements. They were always to begin with Rahul Gandhi's statements, because the first appointment after Rahul Gandhi's appointment as LoP is the appointment of Mr. Sam Pitroda. And therefore, please tell us, does Ambedkar have no contribution in the constitution as said by Sam Pitroda? Answer the specific question.
Yes, let me tell you, Shehzad and Navika and everyone else watching the program, for God's sake, there are bigger issues that this country is confronted with. There are people who don't like Sam Pitroda, they are free to do so. Mr. Modi made him into an election arsenal for the BJP that told you even then in the early days, Navika, that Mr. Modi was probably catching straws in the wind, because he knew that the public on fundamental issues was already rising against the BJP. Mr. Sam Pitroda is not a racist at all. He's been living abroad. He's been dealing with people from all over the world. I have seen him in international conferences. I have actually, if you read his book, you find his
Sanjay Jha, your personal opinion doesn't matter. Is it a fact or not that he called Indians Chinese in the Northeast? He called Indians Arabs. He called South Indians Africans. It's not your opinion. And he did not apologize for it. He's back. He's back, and whatever happened to Mr. Modi, he's still the Prime Minister of India, has more numbers than the entire opposition put together. So stop being patronizing to him. Answer the fact that is Mr. Rahul Gandhi carrying hypocrisy too far?
I think at the end of the day, Sam's statements, and I'm telling you because many people will not tell you that on a public platform. I'm telling you, and I say this despite my highest respects for Sam, they were inappropriate. I don't agree with Sam when he says...
And then when he's back, what would you call it? When he's back within 23 days of the election results, what do you call it? Why was he removed first, and why was he brought back with such speed, lightning speed? What does that show about Mr. Rahul Gandhi?
Navika, let me tell you, I don't know what Suhel or any of the other panelists believe. I don't believe in a cancel culture. There must be redemption, and if somebody is willing to kind of...
One question. If supposing tomorrow Nupur Sharma would be taken back, what would the Congress party's view be?
It is a call of...
No. One second. Now, Sanjay, please let me complete. Sanjay, let me complete. I request you to let me complete. First of all, Sanjay, be brave enough to take a position and take it fully. The Congress party has justified it, saying Jairam Ramesh has said that nothing was wrong with his comments. The context in which they were distorted by PM Modi. Udit Raj has said that his comments were right, given at the wrong time. They have defended his comments, so as he has not introspected. But I am asking you something else. If the same standard were to be applied by any other party, Congress party would be on the streets. And secondly, I asked a specific question. He said Constitution... One second. He said Constitution has no role of Mr. Ambedkar. And I know there's one person who's waiting to speak till now, Ashutosh. He'll go and tweet perhaps about BJP spokespersons later on. Ashutosh ji, if it's possible, and since you're a political analyst of great regard and you get paid for coming also on many channels.
Let's not get personal, Shehzad.
It's a good job. It's a good job.
He's my panelist. I've invited him. Whether he gets paid or not is not your business to raise on this.
It's not my business. I'm saying it's a good paying job. So I'm saying that in part of that loyalty towards that, please tell me that Ambedkar had no contribution towards Constitution. Because Constitution was a big issue.
Navika, let me answer him very quickly. Let me answer you, Shehzad. Shehzad, if you read Mr. Pitroda's statement, he said that the Pandit Nehru also had a very critical role to play in the construction of the Indian Constitution. It was a collective effort. Here, point number 2. Since you mentioned Nupur Sharma, let me tell you, Sam Pitroda hasn't caused a diplomatic crisis for India.
I have the tweet.
Sam Pitroda hasn't caused a diplomatic crisis for India with the Arab nations.
There's a fact check being brought in by Shehzad
Sam Pitroda.
Poonawalla.
Who contributed more to the Constitution and its preamble? Nehru, not Ambedkar. Baba Saheb का दिया हुआ संविधान, Dr. Ambedkar is the father of the Constitution, is the biggest falsification of our country's modern history.
So that's exactly what I said. He believes that the credit that was given to Dr.
Rest your case, Sanjay Jha. Rest your case. Read the interview. I'll come back to you. But let me ask Ashutosh. Ashutosh, the Congress party has won in Manipur, in Meghalaya, and in Nagaland. There are, crores of people living in these states. ये तो चीनी है ना? Today, Congress is governing them, and these people are Chinese. Do you think they're doing a disservice to those they represent?
Navika, first of all, my thanks to my dear friend Shehzad Poonawalla for being so kind to me.
Of course.
And he's always, I'm always privileged to have his affection and love and so much.
You still have to answer the question. Your love apart. Question answer karo, sir.
I'm asking the question.
Yes, sir. I have asked you, Baba Saheb Ambedkar, no contribution. Sawal ka jawab do, sir, for once.
I'm giving answer. Suppose if somebody had called in past that Narendra Modi is Hitler.
It's become boring.
And, what will you
Every debate, same thing. इसीलिए मैंने बोला paid panelists, at least get some new people, fresh talent.
Please.
नया कुछ तो निकालो.
Shehzad, please allow me to decide.
Is this the answer to my question?
No, allow me to decide that. Let's not get personal.
You think this is the answer to my question?
That's not the point. The point is we all need to be civil with each other.
No problem. Answer the question.
Ashutosh, make your point.
Forget what I have done in the past. Answer the question.
Modi says... Yes, please.
Let me repeat again.
Yes.
If somebody has called Narendra Modi as a Hitler and is brought back into the BJP as a spokesperson, should the party be blamed, cursed, abused, insulted, or the spokesperson who became a spokesperson who said this? Point number 1. Point number 2. If Rahul Gandhi had said that he's convinced that he's not biological, what would have been the response of the BJP and the RSS?
Can I answer in one line?
Yes.
Today, Akhilesh Yadav looked at his MP from Faizabad and said, "Ye Ayodhya Ram, ye Ayodhya Raja." Equating the MP. One second. No. One second, Ashutosh. Now don't interrupt. You used the lowest level of whataboutery, which you've been using for the last 2 years against me. I am telling you, you are using my old articles. I was in the Congress. The Congress used to force us to say all this. And I duly say that the Congress is wrong on this. Now, please tell me if the Congress agrees with Sam Pitroda, who continues to hold that Nehru, not Baba Saheb Ambedkar, is the real contributor to the Constitution. And sir, one more thing I'll tell you. If you're talking about biological, not biological, Akhilesh basically equated Mr. Avdesh to Prabhu Shri Ram. अब आप बताइए, पीएम का तो बोलने का भाव बहुत अलग था. आप जानबूझकर ट्विस्ट कर रहे हो. उन्होंने ये नहीं कहा मैं बायोलॉजिकल नहीं हूं. उन्होंने कहा दैवीय शक्ति करवाती है काम. हिंदू संस्कृति में यही है. हो सकता है आपको नहीं पता, पर मुझे आप बता दीजिए कि प्रभु श्री राम से तुलना अवधेश की गई. सेंगोल को भी तो कहा गया सिंबल ऑफ मोनार्की. तो अशोक चक्र भी सिंबल ऑफ मोनार्की.
Okay, allow him to respond.
I'm glad that Shehzad Poonawalla has admitted on a national channel, which is globally watched, that he is gullible enough and the Congress had forced him to say something which he didn't want to say. What is the guarantee that today whatever Shehzad Poonawalla is saying, he is not forced by the BJP, and tomorrow if he joins Samajwadi Party, he'll say that BJP forced him to say something.
All right, but Ashutosh, we are running away from the moot question that has been asked.
One question on Ambedkar and Constitution, not answer.
No, 1 minute. Number one,
Navika,
Rahul.
I'm not running away. I'm only saying
Okay,
he represents the national party.
This is not just about settling scores. This is not about settling scores with Shehzad Poonawalla. I'm asking you a basic question. As a political commentator, I want to know that during elections, you remove Mr. Sam Pitroda. Within 23 days of the election results, you bring him back. Either you were wrong and you should not have removed him. अगर उसने कोई गलती नहीं की थी तो हटाया क्यों? और अगर गलती की थी तो इतनी जल्दी वापस लाया क्यों? इसका तो जवाब दीजिए.
मैं जवाब दे रहा हूं ना. The answer is simple. The Shehzad Poonawalla should tell to the whole world whether he was wrong in calling Mr. Narendra Modi Hitler.
You answered it. Ashutosh, the Newshour cannot be a point scoring match between, for that, people will watch the cricket match, that's going on. But let me come to Dr. Anand Ranganathan. अब मैं आपको क्या कहूँ, Dr. Anand Ranganathan? I want to ask you, are you an African? Are you an African? Because if you are, and if that statement had hurt you, you need to just delete it from your heart and mind, because Uncle Sam has returned. He's back. कुछ हुआ तो नहीं था पहले, और हुआ भी था, हुआ तो हुआ, खत्म हो गई बात. अब इलेक्शन खत्म, खटाखट, he's back.
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists. There are at least 3 others who haven't had a chance yet, so I'll be very brief. Look, in fact, just
3 others, I don't know if they are the 3 hostile ones.
I'm hostile to stupidity.
Yes, continue. Yes. No, look, I have always considered myself as an African, in fact, as an Ethiopian. I'm a direct descendant of Lucy. So, yes, Sam is right as far as I am concerned on my account. But the fact of the matter is we are digressing from the main topic. And Sam is being deliberately made the fall guy for a statement which was quite honestly made out of his rank ignorance about what science is, what biology is. So, yes, you still can give him benefit of the doubt as one person on your panel has. कि मैं सैम पर्सनल वो करके भाई मैं सैम को जानता हूं, उसने गलती से कर दिया, ठीक है, वो मान लिया. उससे मेरी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है नाविका, because there are millions of people who are ignorant of what science is, what racism is, what purity is, all those things, what genetics is. So Sam is not alone in that. My issue is something else which we are not discussing. And there are 6 panelists out here. I would like at least there are 3 panelists out here who are hostile to truth to answer this. The fact that Sam has returned after saying that the 1984 Sikh genocide perpetrated by the Congress was hua to hua. That is the issue. But over and above that, I want you to ask the three panelists who are hostile to truth. Do they, leave alone Sam, will they openly condemn Rajiv Gandhi, because it was a matter of analogies can be wrong. Will they openly condemn, yes or no? Condemn Rajiv Gandhi for saying when a big tree falls, the earth shakes in context of 1984 genocide? Will they go around the panel? I say I openly condemn Rajiv Gandhi. Ask the others.
Will you, Vivek Srivastava?
Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, you are trying to divert from the topic and you have become more of a debater and less of a scientist.
Gandhi or not?
No. मैं कह रहा हूँ आप debater ज़्यादा अरे सर बोलने दीजिए सर.
आपसे same सवाल है.
No. You let me speak.
Please don't disrespect Navika.
अरे हम बोलेंगे सर, हम आपकी तरह नहीं है, हर चीज क्लियर बोलते हैं. अब आप बोलिए.
नाविका ने सवाल पूछा है.
You have become more of a debater, less of a scientist.
आनंद रंगनाथन, अगर आप सवाल के लिए रास्ता दोगे, उंगली की जगह ये आपका पल्लू पकड़ लेंगे. आप हैं किस ख्याल में?
ये हुआ तो हुआ, ये हो क्या रहे हैं
पहले जी. अब आनंद रंगनाथन जी,
हमें तो बोल.
नाउ डॉक्टर आनंद रंगनाथन,
पता नहीं कौन हॉस्टल है कौन.
नहीं डॉक्टर रंगनाथन, नहीं डॉक्टर रंगनाथन.
विवेक डरिए.
Please listen to me very carefully.
Rajiv Gandhi,
as a scientist,
Rajiv Gandhi or not?
अरे सर मैं बोल, अरे बाबा बोलने दो यार, तुम बोलने क्यों नहीं दे रहे हो? कब से डिबेटर बन गए? साइंटिस्ट तो साइंटिस्ट की तरह बात करो यार. आप सीधी बात बताओ. आप एक अरे ये सर नो क्यों बोलूं मैं? मुझे बोलने दो पहले आप. Who are you to say yes or no?
सवाल पूछा है.
You listen to me. हिम्मत नहीं है सुनने की. सच सीधा बोलो ना. You are trying to bulldoze because you don't have the guts to listen to scientific facts. That is a fact. Science से भाग रहे हो आज.
He's a scientist.
सच्चाई ये है.
Science.
Vivek Srivastava, he's the scientist, not you.
आपके JNU के
panel have sober trait. Navika, do you have sober trait with you?
डिपार्टमेंट का कहना है, आपके JNU के एंथ्रोपोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट का कहना है इस देश के अंदर 6 रेसेस हैं कम से कम. नेग्रॉइड्स हैं, प्रोटोऑस्ट्रोलॉइड्स हैं, मंगोलॉइड्स, मेडिटेरेनियंस और नॉर्डिक. सुनिए पहले आप. If this is a multiracial country, if this is a multiracial country, there could be people in Pakistan, there could be people in India of the same race. Sam Pitroda did not say Chinese leader.
Anand Ranganathan is rebutting you. He says it's a multiracial country, so you can call Indians in the Northeast Chinese, you can call Anand Ranganathan African. Respond,
He did not
Anand.
say they are Chinese. He simply, his choice of words was wrong. He was trying to say something different.
भैया अब आपने एंथ्रोपोलॉजी का लेसन सिखाया है मुझे, मैं सीख गई हूँ. नाउ आनंद रंगनाथन इज अफ्रीकन. आनंद रंगनाथन, मिस्टर अफ्रीकन, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड.
हाँ बोलिए.
Navika, to hear about science from Vivek is like hearing about peace and non-violence from Hafiz Saeed. Look, race is not, I repeat, not a scientific concept. समझ में आ गया?
Exactly.
Not only are 8 billion humans 99.97% genetically identical. Modern human genome is but a mishmash of primate, plant, bacterial, parasite and viral DNA.
Are we multiracial or not?
Now,
are we multiracial or not?
No, race is not a scientific concept at all. मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है.
You don't believe in Aryan invasion theory. You don't believe in Aryan migration theory.
No.
आप मुझे साइंस मत सिखाइए सर. मैं DRDO फैमिली से हूँ, मुझे मत सिखाइए आप.
वो आप फैमिली से हैं, वो साइंटिस्ट हैं
और पढ़ा लिखा इंजीनियर.
You know, he is a scientist, my friend.
हाँ तो मैं भी I am also qualified engineer. I am a qualified engineer from
qualified engineers do not decide issues of race. Qualified engineers do not engineer races. Please, I rest my case. Suhel Seth. You know, we are getting to the absurd now in the defense of Satyanarayan Gangaram Pitroda, and I'm at the end of my tether. Please respond to all the arguments that have come.
You know, I'll be honest with you. Whatever Sam Pitroda said was stupid. But to waste so much of time on Sam Pitroda's ridiculousness, to my mind, makes us look stupid. So I will move slightly and say the Congress party has taken a decision to bring Sam Pitroda back. In all fairness, it is their decision. Whether they regret it, whether they like it, frankly, it is their decision. My feeling here, Navika, is, and you were right, I think Sanjay mentioned it or Anand mentioned it, there are some very serious issues. When you distract, and that too from a senior functionary like Sam Pitroda, and I've known Sam Pitroda perhaps not as intimately as Sanjay Jha, but I've known him for years. He has always been a great human being. There's no denying that. Academically, very sound. Now, a lot of people make ridiculous comments. I'm saying that if those ridiculous comments have been passed, you comment on those comments. By judging a person in that sense, to my mind, doesn't hold. But you raised, Navika, a very, very important point. It has become a tutu meme, and I was hoping with the start of this parliamentary session, we would put those demons to rest. We would not get into a debate where we challenge our own identity, where we abuse our own people, where we continue to cast slurs on people who we don't value. I think that India has changed. Narendra Modi said that in his opening remarks in Parliament. Rahul Gandhi followed suit, although some of what he said was not quite clear. But the point I'm very simply making, Navika, is, and we are today at a great place in our country. Democracy is thriving, and it has been evident in the recently conducted elections. So all those naysayers who doubted India must take all their nonsense back. India is on a path of progress like never before.
But look at what's happening in Parliament. I want to ask you. They put up one minute. No, Suhel Seth, it's my show. I get the powers to override you, and I'm asking you, and I'm raising this question here. Somebody is against the Sengol. Somebody wants to put up a candidate against the speaker. They don't have the numbers. They'll do it for the sake of opposition. They don't even ask for the division of votes. Then they bring back Sam Pitroda. I'm asking a basic question. Are you in the business of fooling the people of India? Because people who made racist slurs are back. People, you remove them because during elections you thought it would hurt your, your prospects. So you remove them, and now you bring them back because, they're a nice guy with the heart in the right place. Well, the heart was in the right place even on the 8th of May. Why did they let him step down?
Let me tell you once and for all on your program, this stupid thing about heart in the right place, the heart is always in the right place. If the heart was not in the right place, it would be medically dead. So let's not keep saying heart is in the right place, heart is in the right place. It's an adage which is stupid and is used by Indians, many of us, who do not have an idea of the language. Heart is always in the right place. If it moves anywhere else, you're dead. Ask the scientists. But I want to make a very important point. The BJP, to my mind, is the poorest communicator of what the government has achieved. What the opposition is doing is they're trying to provoke. The silliest argument would be to fall for that provocation. You know something, Navika? You never fight with a pig. You get dirty and the pig loves that. So you don't always have to...
Now, I don't know who you're calling a pig in this fight, and I don't want to get into it, but the question here... No. The question here is, 1 minute, Suhel Seth. I don't allow any monopolies here. So, Ashutosh, my question here is, somebody says Sengol is the symbol of monarchy. So remove that. That's on day 1 or day 2. Somebody says Jai Philistine. Somebody will tomorrow come up and say that the Ashoka Chakra and the lions are also symbol of monarchy. तो उसको भी हटा दो. So are we in this business of who's going to decide what's in this thing and bring this up in the oath taking? Are we making a complete mockery of Parliament instead of getting into people's issues?
Of course not. I think let's celebrate the diversity in our democracy. Sir Navika, do not forget. The man at the party, the man who belongs to that political party who talked about Sanatan, कि उसको खत्म करना है, the Tamil Nadu Hindus were not felt betrayed by that statement. They are given in the mandate all the seats there. So will you what will you call them? But the people sitting in Delhi are getting very outraged that somebody has given a statement, Hindu धर्म को बड़ा नुकसान हो गया, सनातन को खत्म करना चाहते हैं.
So Sanatan is only limited to Tamil Nadu. And if people of Tamil Nadu had spoken, so the rest of India should keep quiet.
One second. Ashutosh ji with folded hands now. I did not interrupt you. She's called my name. Let me speak. Navika, if winning an election is justification for elimination of an entire community, then there have been people who have said that chop Muslims by the hugest numbers. If tomorrow they win an election in some place, this same Ashutosh will come and say, "Par ye Hindutva ki aur ye communal politics pe jeeta hai." And Ashutosh ji, you may insult me how much ever you want. Who was gullible when they joined AAP and came out of AAP is another issue. But I'm asking you a very specific question. The Congress fought this election on 3 planks. North-South, on the fact that BJP is communal, and on constitution. On all 3 things, Mr. Sam Pitroda on constitution says Ambedkar is not responsible, Nehru is responsible for constitution. He says one second please. South Indians are like Africans, insulting South Indians. And thirdly, he has made a comment about how riots which claim 3,500 lives, hua to hua. Now on principle, one second Ashutosh, let me complete. On the principle that you keep analyzing on 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m., I want you to tell me very clearly and honestly without getting personal at me. The Congress has taken a person who's justified riots, who's justified stereotyping against an entire section of people, and has also casually made remarks against an entire community. Would you call that out of the Congress? I'm not saying about Sam Pitroda. Congress, Rahul Gandhi considers him to be his mentor. He said it on record. Should this man be Rahul Gandhi's mentor?
Sam Pitroda is one of the greatest sons of this country. He is the father of telecommunication in the country. If somebody does not know, the party doesn't want to acknowledge, good luck to the party and good luck to that man. As simple.
If somebody has done technology revolution, he can say hua to hua for Sikh rights. Ashutosh, you are saying hua to hua for 3,500 Sikhs being killed.
अगर कोई एक प्रतिक्रिया होगी तो उसकी
Ashutosh says, what about you? The only thing you have in your arsenal after so many years of so many journalism.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Ashutosh ji, maybe Sanjay Jha, maybe Vivek Srivastav see nothing wrong in it. But the fact of the matter is, hypocrisy needs to have some limits in politics. If during elections Mr. Pitroda was removed, clearly the Congress agreed because the resignation and the stepping down of Sam Pitroda was accepted by the Congress president. So they obviously believed that the statement made by him was not quite correct. And if he made an incorrect statement, the complete hurry in which he is reinstated clearly shows that this was done just so that it did not affect their prospects in getting votes after elections. Who cares about the voters of India, about the people of India? Power, their own power equations, their own relationships, that's what matters to political parties. People are forgotten the minute the vote is in the evening. That's how redundant elections are. And that's how redundant decisions during elections are. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for the panelists joining me on debate number 1.
You were watching the News Hour at 9.